Woo! We are back at the top of another Savage stream. I've been doing a little bit of day drinking actually today, so I feel pretty good. Thanks to everybody liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff to all these videos I've been putting out, even though I've been kind of like slacking off a little bit lately. But today we're going to talk about, I saw some NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090 hash rates, Ethereum hash rates that possibly leaked over on video cards website. So let's take a look at that. That's what we're going to talk about today. The 3090, I guess it's coming out on Thursday. Now again, this is going to be hilarious because, I mean, guys, I don't know of anybody in our little crypto mining community that, you know, interfaces often, like in our little group here, that has successfully acquired a 3080 from last week. I don't know of anybody. Red Panda Mining might be the closest. Maybe he's got one. I don't know. You know, it just depends on whether or not the shipping confirmation is there. Don't know. I haven't been able to acquire one. Serpent X hasn't been able to acquire one that I know of. Although I think he said that he might have one on the way, but it's not the one that he wanted. We'll see. You know, this has been a freaking disaster as far as like a launch for the 3080. So the 3090 is Thursday. Is that Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time? Probably. I don't know. The last one was 9 a.m. on Thursday also, Eastern time. So I don't know how that's going to work. Is that going to be, you know, the standard? And is it going to be just completely dominated by bots? I don't know. Probably, most likely, because they're all saying that they have all fixed the bot problem, and they're all like analyzing each order to determine whether or not it was a actual human that ordered it. I don't believe it for 1 second, but you know, it is what it is. Scalpers suck. You know, I talked about this, I think, last week on a stream. I mean, you know, people like to say, okay, so this is the evidence of supply and demand, but it's not, right? Whenever the scalpers have bots and they buy 40 of these GPUs or 30 or 20 or whatever the number is, and then they put them on eBay for, you know, plus 50% or 100% of the retail value, that's not supply and demand. That's gaming the system, right? With technology, which I mean, it sucks. It flat out sucks. So anyway, all right, so I'm gonna move on. So the GeForce RTX 3090 comes out on Thursday, probably at 9 a.m. my time, I think was the right number. So I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern time. Most likely it'll be the same as last time. Hopefully, if you want the GPU, you'll get it. It's not looking good. I think that they'll probably still have the same problems. I don't think that they've had enough time to fix it, although they've had years to fix it, because I think they ran into the same problem with the 20 series too, or you know, NVIDIA anyway. I'm pretty sure that they ran into the same problem. So I wasn't real big on the 20 series because of the mining performance just wasn't there. So I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Now in the 3000 series, the 30 series, they're, you know, the hash rates are there, so it's something that I'm kind of keeping an eye on. Anyway, so let's look at this leak here, guys. So videocards.com has it says that the 3090 crypto mining performance has been leaked. It looks like it's going to it appears to offer around 120 to 122 mega hash per second. I don't know about that. That sounds a little bit high based on the actual proper calculations. So if you look at the calculations, it should get about 117. Is that the, let me see here, 3090. Yeah, about 117 base. So maybe, right? Because we saw this with the 3080. So the 3080, based on the actual calculations of memory bandwidth and the type of memory, it looks like it should get about 95. It looks like people were getting 100 with the 3080 with a pretty stable, memory overclock of 1250, 75% TDP. The whole mining efficiency, right? So this is a hugely efficient GPU. I mean, if you can get really close to like a 580, then based on today's calculations and the cost and all that stuff, that's pretty good actually. And the resale value and all that stuff, obviously plays into it as well. But so the leak is that it looks like it's going to get 120 to 122, which actually, now that I'm looking at it, looks like it's possible because the calculations say 117 based on the hash rate, or I'm sorry, the memory bandwidth. So we're looking at, let's say 120 here. That's still $12.49 per mega hash. So from a mining perspective, it's not great. It's not great. Now, if you could get the power draw, now that's at 350, that's max power draw, right? So what's going to really tell the tale is whether or not you can get this thing down to, let's say we can get to 110 mega hash at, what's 70%? Let's see here. 70% would be 245. I don't think we can get down that low and still have a really high hash rate. So let's just say, let's use this one down here. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to say 120 here, and then we'll say that if we could get to, I don't know, maybe like 275, 280 maybe. Actually, let's not mess with that one. Let's go right here. So 280 on actual mining wattage. Nope, that's not the right one either. Let's get the right one here. 280. Okay, so we're looking at 0.43 mega hash per watt. That's pretty good. I mean, that, if you sort this by mega hash per watt, that's actually pretty good. If we could get there. So that's not bad, but man, this card costs a lot. And the power, I mean, you gotta, from a mining perspective, this is huge because, I mean, let's say you're gonna build a 6 GPU rig. I mean, good grief, that's a whole lot of money. But if you can get the actual wattage down to 280, it's still a little pricey for the cost per mega hash. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough decision, because you got to look at the actual resale value too. That plays into it also. If you look at maybe possibly reselling the cards, after you use them for a while or whatever. But here's what I want to point out. Okay, so on this little leak here, it says, these values should be taken with a grain of salt. It's like 50% greater than the 3080, at 121 mega hash per second. And remember that the actual calculated value was 117, I think, right? Isn't that what 117 based on the actual memory bandwidth and the type of memory and all that stuff. So 117 should be the max at max power. They're saying 120. I'm thinking that 120 is, you know, definitely 350 power. You're looking at, wow, that's a lot of power, man. That's a whole lot of power. And you saw the calculations on the spreadsheet there. So, but if you could get that down to like 275, 280, you know, maybe it would be worth it. But I still don't know on a 6 GPU rig, man. That's a huge cost, especially whenever, you know, the value really lies, honestly, right now, the value really lies in 580s. You know, I mean, it really does. I mean, you're looking at $3.81 per mega hash. That's if you can get one for 115. Now, the prices are going up, obviously, because people are mining. A lot of people are mining more now. So the price of a RX 580. But man, if you could, you know, I think Red Panda actually mentioned it in his video, where at the bottom, you know, recent bottom of the market here, you could pick up a RX 580 for like 80 bucks. And if you've got like a couple of rigs built out with 6 GPU or 8 GPU rigs of RX 580s, man, that's gold, because you know the value is just certainly there on a RX 580 rig for sure. You know, the jury's still out on a 3090. Clearly, I mean, yes, it's great to get 120, but you're paying $1,500 for that card, right? If you buy it retail. So, man, there's no telling what's going to happen. There is no telling what's going to happen on Thursday. I think it's going to be a shit show, just like the 3080. I don't see it being any different. They just don't have enough time, or honestly, they probably just don't even have the desire to even fix the problem of scalpers and the bots and all that stuff. Some people say that there aren't bots. I think that there are. I don't think that there's that many people sitting there just constantly, you know, F5 in their screen. Maybe there are. I don't know. But there are companies out there that actually are bots, and they sell the bots and all that stuff. And I think that it's a valid concern for sure, and it's something that really needs to be addressed, because the people that really want to use these cards aren't getting them, you know, and that's really super unfortunate in my opinion. I've tried, I've given it like the college try to get these cards, you know, like a 3080. I have not been successful, but I think Serpent might have been successful. I don't know. Is he in chat over here? Let's see. Nope. I don't see Serpent over here. I think he got one in his cart and ordered. Now, whenever the 3080 launched, I was able to get one in a cart. I think it was on NVIDIA's website, or it might have been Newegg. I don't remember. But I was able to get it in the cart. But by the time I put in my information and clicked submit, it was gone. The card was not available anymore. So, you know, bots suck for sure. You know, there's just people gaming the system and taking advantage of it, and it's super unfortunate for the people that really want them. And in this case, even miners, like, you know, a lot of people like frown on miners because they like suck up all the cards, but even miners aren't able to get them. So that really, it like highlights the problem, right? If a miner can't even get it because there's bots and then the resellers and the scalpers and all that stuff, then that's a real problem. That's a real problem. I mean, if there weren't bots and scalpers and all that stuff, and the miners were actually sucking up all the inventory, then I could see that there's a valid concern for that, right? But I think that in the history of these GPU launches, you know, it has always been that these bots and scalpers are the ones to blame for the lack of availability. So anyway, all right, so let's look at what was the next thing here I wanted to look at. So we're looking at this profitability. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still a big fan of the RX 580s based on today's mining technology or mining profitability. I mean, you're looking at less than $4 per mega hash. That's pretty huge. Low power draw, all that stuff, super efficient. I don't know. I'm an RX 580 fan for sure. And I'm not alone, because even Bitsby Trippin mentioned it in his RX, his 5600 XT. He likes the 5600 XTs. I do too. There's actually one that's like a BE version that might actually be even better for mining. And then he's got the 5700 XT, talks about the Radeon 7. But he mentions that the best used GPU you could get is an RX 580, 8 gig. So if you can get those for like $100 or $115 or $130 or somewhere around in there, I mean, you're looking really good. You're looking really good. And we are probably going to see at least another year solid of Ethereum mining, Ethash. So, I don't know. If I was to build a rig right now, it would either be 5600 XT or RX 580, to be honest. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. Good grief. I know I'm like blabbing, but it's cool stuff. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on Thursday. I think it's going to be not great. I think that there's probably not even real inventory out there. It's probably going to be a lot of paper sales and all that stuff, vouchers or whatever. I think it's going to be a nightmare. But, hopefully they fix the problem. But I don't see them fixing it in a week. If they haven't fixed it in weeks or months or years, I don't see them fixing it in 1 week. So, yeah. I mean, 120 mega hash is great. But again, at 120, you're paying $12.49, $12.50 per mega hash. And these are things that a lot of people that are, especially if you're just getting into mining, you're like, I just want the greatest GPU ever, right? And they don't, you don't really care about how much it costs or anything. I want to build a 3090 rig and be awesome, right? That's great. But you're probably not gonna. You're never going to break even on that rig, or it's going to take years at the current profitability, which is probably not going to last, right? I mean, Red Panda Mining did a great video on that, talking about the profitability and what is going on right now with profitability and why it's up with the whole Uniswap and yield farming and all that stuff that's going on over there. So, I mean, do we think that that's going to last for a long time, like a year, to pay off a rig? Probably not. So, it's something that you have to consider. So, these are things that you really have to look at from a mining profitability perspective. Now, if you got like a ton of money and you don't really care, then whatever, build whatever rig you want. Like back in the day, you could see people building, I think there was pictures floating around about a Titan rig, right? So, like, the guy had bought 8, it was either 6 or 8 Titan Titan GPUs and build a rig out of it. But the profitability was just not there as far as like the cost, right? So all those things come into play. It's something that you definitely have to look at as a miner. So anyway, all right, good grief. I'm just rapping. Let me check the chat, see what you guys are up to over here. Yeah, there's like there's a leak of, not really a leak, but there's information on. I don't have it up, and I don't know if I could find it very quickly, but it is on video cards, I believe, where they show the different models. Like there's like some supers, there's some all kinds of stuff. But the problem with the graphic that I saw, it doesn't have the memory bandwidth on the graphic. So without the memory bandwidth, you can't really estimate what the hash rate's going to be without the memory bandwidth. That's a critical component of the whole thing. You need to know the memory bus and the potential bandwidth, right here. So you have to know that in order to guess what the Ethereum hash rate is going to be. Now, I'm still super anxious to see what all these NVIDIA GPUs do on Equihash. That's going to be huge because I think that they're going to absolutely crush Equihash. I think there's some hash rates out there already for that, or souls per second for that. But I haven't done a whole lot of research on it, so I don't really want to bring that up. But I think they're going to crush Equihash. So that's going to be, you know, that's going to be like a whole different situation, different video and all that, because that's going to be huge, I think. I really think that that they're going to be really awesome on Equihash, like Aeon and you know, like Zel and all those. So we'll see how that works out. I'm really anxious to see that. You know, you have to get the miners and the drivers and all that stuff, you know, to coordinate and be efficient and all that stuff. So kind of waiting on that data. I don't know if there's any. I mean, some people have 3080s now, so I would imagine that they've tested Equihash on there. I haven't done a lot of research on it, so I don't know what the status is of that. But that would be interesting to find out as well. Yeah, Wes, I think, you know, your tweets are on point, man. It's like, come on, guys. You guys have had so much time to figure this out, right? To stop the bots, to stop the scalping, because it's hurting your brand. It really is hurting your brand, because if people can't get their hands on it, if they have to pay 3 times as much as retail for the card, you are definitely hurting your brand for sure. Because people are going to get pissed and they're going to be like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to pay. You know, now some people just have, you know, enough money to not even care. But I mean, if you're paying $2,000 for a $700 card, that's insane. That is crazy. You know, so yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you for sure. So is there anyone going live at 10? I don't think that was today. Tuesday? I don't know. Maybe Red Panda. Maybe Red Panda will go live because of his 50,000 subscriber giveaway. Maybe that's what he'll do. I don't know. Yeah, I like AMD too. AMD just absolutely crushes Ethash. So Red Panda's not doing live streams anymore. Okay. All right. Was it hurting your subscribers or something? Oh, I got like a ton of stuff in today. Got a little, you know, doorbell ring and UPS delivery notification and all that stuff. So I got all my Ubiquity stuff. Ubiquity. I got my Switch, all the cameras, the Dream Machine Pro, and I think that's it, right? Switch, cameras. Oh, and the small 8-port, the 8-port switch. Hey, thanks, Hassan Helder, I think is what it says. Thanks for subscribing. Awesome. Yeah, so I got those in today. I haven't even unboxed them or anything, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm supposed to just get on this stuff and actually get this network installed. I need to do it. I got to do it. I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, because it's one of those things where, like, in your house, you got to like get in the walls and get in the attic and all that stuff. It's not great. So it's not a good time. And yeah, so I'll do that. I'll probably start it tomorrow, most likely. And yeah, I need to get you guys like up to speed on what I'm actually doing. I need to do like a vlog like Red Panda does a little bit with like what I'm going to be installing and how I'm going to do it and stuff. I think I have. Hey, what's up, Nemesis? I think I have everything. I might, you know what I might be missing is like some, like the blank plates for the wall-mounted network. What do they call it? Mounts, you know, whatever you want to call them. The 19-inch rack mounts, wall-mounted. I think I might be missing the blank plates, but I've got like, man, I've got a ton of stuff. I've got the Cat 6A cable. I've got all the Ubiquity stuff. I've got the patch panels, which I had to get, and you guys probably know better than me, but with the patch panels, you know, because I'm going to be using PoE, power over Ethernet for the cameras, they had specific PoE compliant patch panels, but from a technical standpoint, it seems like any patch panel would work, right? It's just, I don't see how they could change a patch panel to be. I think it's just a marketing gimmick is what I'm getting at. So, but I did buy PoE compliant patch panels too. So we'll see. I got a Nano HD wireless access point. So yeah, should be pretty good once I get it all installed and up and running. The only concern I have is I'm trying to do this in a closet, like a literal, basically a coat closet is what it would be in a normal, like a normal floor plan house, right? So the coat closet is where I'm going to put the wall-mounted 19-inch racks. They're not enclosures because they're open, right? Because I've got a door on the closet, so I don't really need like dual doors, right? And I wanted to make it easy to get components in and out of there. So I've got to find out. I've got some concerns about it, and I'm actually might change my mind and actually put it in the vault instead. But I don't know. I probably should just do a vlog and show you guys what I'm talking about doing and get your input on it and see what you guys think. Yeah, from Red Panda, you're right. I mean, from a technical standpoint, it seems like as long as the copper is there, how could unless there's like spacing issues, but I don't see how that's possible. Like I can see the difference between Cat 6A or Cat 6, Cat 6A and Cat 7 and all that stuff. I see the difference there, but in a patch panel, I don't see how there's much difference. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. Yeah, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll try to do like a little vlog video and figure it out, because the problem is I don't have like the space. I can't like bring a webcam in there and show you. I could probably point it down the hall here and you could probably see the closet, but you probably wouldn't get exactly what is going on, you know, and what my plan is. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow, and then, but I'm supposed to start tomorrow, so on this whole install thing. Yeah, Red Panda, I'm with you, man. I think it's marketing gimmick. I don't see how there could be a difference. As long as the wire, you know, as long as the copper inside there is of the same quality as like a Cat 5e patch panel, what could possibly be different? There's no difference in there. But again, I went ahead and got the quote unquote PoE compliant patch panel. So just in case. But yeah, I don't see how there could be any difference at all. Unless it's like maybe the gauge of the wire. I don't know. Seems gimmicky to me. Probably marketing. So we'll see. All right, guys. It is 10:01, so that means that I've been going for 31 minutes. I don't know if is anybody else doing anything tonight? I don't see anybody like going live or anything. Let's see if Wendy's not going live. Okay, all right. So I guess that's it, right? So DCA Adventure, Red Panda said no way. He's not going live. All right. All right, so let me know what you guys think about the 3090 and how much of a disaster this launch is going to be, because I think it's going to be like a complete disaster, just like last week. Although, I mean, maybe some of the people that would have bought a 3090 actually bought a 3080, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Is it going to free up the 3080s? Maybe the inventory for the 3080s might be available after the launch of the 3090? That could be one thing, right? It's possible, maybe. Maybe us miners might get our hands on a 3080, because it seems like the 3080 is probably going to be, mining wise, is pretty good. It seems like it's right in there where it needs to be, especially on the resale value, you know, and the longevity. You know, let's say that Ethereum 2.0, the full staking, right? Because there's different phases. But let's say that the Ethereum 2.0 full staking, full proof of stake, no proof of work is 2 years out, then you're going to probably pretty easily pay for a 3080, you know, in my opinion. So my estimates. Cool stuff. So 3080 might be good, and then the 3070 might be good also. Don't know yet, but it looks like what were those numbers for the 3070? Like about 56 mega hash. So based on what we've seen with the 3080, you know, probably going to look at maybe 61 mega hash pretty efficiently. So if you could get 61 out of a 3070, maybe that's pretty good value as far as the cost per mega hash, resale value, and all that stuff. So, you know, we might see again where the 70 series is like the really awesome, you know, midpoint for mining profitability, right? We saw that with, you know, 1070s are good. Yeah, the 1080 Ti is awesome too, but the 1070s are good. The 2070s are good. We might see the same thing with the 3070. So I think that's what, another few weeks away, or is the 3070? Is that, when does that come out? Not the 24th. That's 24th is the 3090. So 3070 was October, I think, right? All right. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I probably could go grab all that Ubiquity stuff, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe I'll do the vlog and kind of try to lay out like what I'm thinking of doing here and give you guys an idea of what's going on here. So yeah, it was really cool to get that shipment today, because I was kind of waiting on it to get motivated to actually do the work. I was like, man, I really want to. And then whenever I saw the notification on my phone, I was like, oh, it's on now, you know. So it's cool. I got all the Ubiquity stuff, so should be pretty fun. Should be a pretty neat install once I'm done. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks everybody for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, all that stuff. You guys are awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay savage.